There's no question that our founding fathers was an amalgamation of some deistic humanists, Puritan thought, as well as a high Anglicanism, all sort of mixed together and jostling for position within the context of our founding federal documents. However, that being said, there was an acknowledgment of man's overriding depravity. The idea that absolute power corrupts absolutely was not a foreign idea to these men. And so, in looking at the Hebrew Commonwealth and its decentralized forms of government, our founding fathers, in their wisdom, set about to create a system where there would be checks and balances against this idea of absolute power governed by man's tyrannical carnality. So we have the three branches of government, all of which are supposed to work to counterbalance the other, and at least theoretically would keep in check any tyrannical impulse. Unfortunately, that all assumes that these three institutions are adhering to God's law, because no matter how good the system, unless it is under the aegis and covering of God's law, any system can revert to tyranny. It can be the tyranny of the majority, of paganism, of humanism, what have you. And even in Israel, in the Hebrew Commonwealth, when they began to apostatize and fall away from God's law, what did they cry out for? A tyrant, a king, like all the other nations. And they paid the price for it. They paid for it in terms of wars, in terms of tyrannical suppression and taxation, and ultimately they paid for it in the division of their nation into two separate entities, and then the invasion of foreign pagan powers to bring them under the enslavement of their anti-God ways. And so they ultimately paid the price for that. We will too, if we don't turn back to God's law. First, when we can compare biblical law versus natural law, Scripture is the final immutable authority upon every subject of which it speaks. And it is binding not only upon the regenerate, that is the Christian, but the unregenerate alike. You either be following God's law and prospering accordingly, or you'll be broken by it. It doesn't change. So whether we acknowledge it or not, it exists, and all men are being judged by its standard. Now, there's certainly natural revelation. God has made himself known in the creation. There's evidence of his existence everywhere. But ultimately, it's not evidence that man needs. It's conviction of sin, and to have his miscreant, depraved nature arrested. The role of the civil magistrate is to keep a biblical and sound order, to prosper the righteous and to punish wickedness. He can't do that by natural revelation or natural law. Now, it's true that in a godly or predominantly godly society, men will understand natural law in a way that at least mimics or comes close to biblical law. We see that really in the embryonic stages of our nation. However, natural law can be co-opted and pirated by corrupt alien humanistic worldviews. Natural law can be interpreted from many different angles, and in so doing, morality becomes relativistic. However, that can't be said of the Ten Commandments, because not only do we have the implicit injunction, for example, thou shalt not kill or do murder, or thou shalt not commit adultery, but we have case laws which interpret that law and how it should be administered in the civil realm. And so biblical law is superior because it's divine revelation, and it's specific, and it's applicable.